And final question, I've seen online that a lot of people have lost a lot of money on their holiday homes. So what is this about depreciating?
You will have seen quite a lot about that. I mean, there's two sides to that. There's depreciation on the holiday home, which, if you think about holiday homes, they're quite like cars. And, as soon as you drive a car out of the dealership, it's already sort of halved in value or whatever. What you've probably seen a lot about is specifically on the sale of used caravans. So there's two elements of value to a holiday home. There's the nuts and bolts of it, the caravan itself, which is what it costs to manufacture and then market and trade. You buy a caravan, the nuts and bolts of a caravan, and you put it in the middle of a muddy field somewhere. It's worth considerably less than if you put it on a fully serviced pitch on a 5-star holiday park overlooking a lake, that sort of thing. When you buy a holiday home, that's what you pay. You pay for the caravan itself and then the premium of being on the park. When you come to wanting to sell the caravan, there are kind of three ways of doing it. One is to part exchange, where basically you can say, right, what will you give me for my caravan? I want to buy this other caravan. We look at the margin in both deals and we try to give you as much for your old caravan as we can towards the new one, because ultimately it's good to keep people sort of upgrading and improving their holiday experience. They can sell privately as well, and then they can sell for whatever price they want. So say they bought it for £50,000, they could put it on the market for £50,000, and there might be quite a few people who would buy it. And so because what they're selling, a large part of the value of what they're selling is the premium of the park. That's why the parks take a commission on private sales. The third option is to sell it back to the park or to a trader. So the traders will take the caravan, obviously without the park premium, so they'll give what the caravan is worth. And the park will give what the traders will give, because if you think of it, you can't sell someone their own park back to them. And the reason we have that premium at all is because that's how we make money. If you think we've got some lakeside pitches, for example, and we put a caravan on there for 25 years, the pitch fees that we have, pitch fees cover costs, they don't generate profit. So that's why we separate out the object, and I'm usually very clear when people are buying a caravan, this is what they're paying for. Whereas a lot of people, I think that, hang on, I bought a caravan for £50,000 and the park's only offered me £20,000 back for it. How can it depreciate at that time? It's like, no, it hasn't depreciated. It's just that you can't sell someone their own park back to them. The park is just valuing the caravan itself, and they'll then go and sell it for whatever they want because they can add the premium back on, but they're not going to buy their own premium, if you see what I mean.